A few more stops on the way, though. We want to talk about joints, stronger joints, healthier joints. We want to talk about elasticity and flexibility. Andrew, you were saying earlier about feeling your age, and certainly one of the ways that we feel our age is when all of the above start to just hurt a little bit more, ache a little bit more, or you seem a bit more restricted. This is a wonderful, wonderful product.
There's no question that as we age, I mean, think of any mechanical system, whether it's a hinge on the door in your house or a hinge on in your car, that with use, and we human beings with abuse, things change. And our body has an incredible capacity to repair itself. I mean, think about a door hinge. Imagine a door hinge that we expect that joint, which it basically is, to work well for 80 or 90 years. And that's without abusing it. Think of what we do to our body and what we demand to our body. Think of how many times we flex our knees, our fingers, the small bones in our feet, our hips. Think of the use of those over the course of our lifetime. And if you think that use doesn't warrant any support, then fine. But glucosamine and chondroitin, it's nothing more. I talked about before, say, calcium in our bones. I talked about phosphatidylcholine as being the principal molecule in our liver, in our brain. But again, when we look at our joints, the defining characteristic of our joints is this remarkable strength with flexibility. Usually when we think of strength, we kind of think of our bones. We think of like the structure of a house. It's rigid, it's strong. It's quite unusual when you have a structure that has to be extremely elastic and flexible and withstand all sorts of movement in different directions, but at the same time be incredibly, incredibly strong. And that's the defining characteristic of our ligaments, our tendons, and also, say, the fluid in our joints, synovial fluid, and cartilage. So when we think of the shock-absorbing properties, the flexibility, the attributes of our ligaments and our tendons to connect our bones to one another, our muscles to our bones, and our muscles to one another, when you think of the elegance of that design and the forces that they have to withstand, you wouldn't hesitate to invest a little bit, and it's pennies a capsule again, invest a little bit in the molecules that make them up, knowing that these molecules can support the repair, the regeneration of those tissues to deal with the normal wear and tear we all experience.
I want to show you the pricing because, again, really affordable. We'll talk in a few moments about, how your vitamins and supplements are made because it's a big part of the process. 74, 150, 300, or the 600. If you're going for the 600, normally $150. You're saving $50 if you order today. It is on the 3 Flex Pay as well. Feel empowered and feel confident because there's over 1,000 5-star reviews and people talk about it. In fact, I'll just quickly read just 2 really fast reviews because this is really vital to understand that people feel more youthful, they feel more excited, they feel more motivated. Life-changing, says Jerry in New York. This is my desert island choice. I would never ever be without this supplement as it literally saved my knees 5 years ago. Let me be clear, this is nothing like the supplements you get at the drugstore. This is the sulfate form, which is more expensive and, in my opinion, the only form that actually helps your joints. Thanks, Andrew. In fact, I'm gonna pause there. I'm gonna do just the one review because I wanna hone in on what that reviewer said, what Jerry said. Jerry identified that this isn't the other form that is commonly found in the marketplace. What does that mean, Andrew?
Oh, Jerry she's making the most brilliant point about glucosamine and chondroitin, that it's kind of like, I'd almost say, a conspiracy among supplement manufacturers to ignore the science and to deliver glucosamine hydrochloride. So glucosamine hydrochloride is not the active, not the beneficial form, not the form recommended by the science. It's a cheaper form. It's not a beneficial form. So that's an absolutely brilliant, accurate, technical statement. So either I've done a good job educating or Jerry has done a good job educating herself, which I always encourage everyone to do that. So that's, among other things, what makes this product totally unique. The ultrafine powder, the fact that it won't upset your stomach, so you get the benefits to your joints without the unpleasant side effects to your stomach. But most importantly, it's in the form that delivers the benefits. The science says delivers the benefits. And also, our chondroitin sulfate is sodium-free. Most chondroitin contains sodium. Most of us, including me, I don't have high blood pressure, but that's probably because I'm careful about my sodium intake. So most of us don't want to take in additional sodium when we're doing something good for our joints. We also want to be doing good things for our blood pressure. So ours is, of course, sodium-free.
Oh, okay, we're going to head along to our next one. And, you know, just a reminder, I don't take this statement lightly. I don't say it lightly, but they are the best in the world. The very best vitamins and supplements.